looking forward to the Super Bowl this year?
I don't know.
You think that there's going to be a national anthem at this year's Super Bowl?
They're already ready to talk. Here we go. This is Jarrell from Hybrid Radio here at DeCicco's Tavern in Raritan, New Jersey. Here at the famous night one, we'll call it, of Stagefest. And a lot of local bands here playing tonight. And today I have the members of two of the bands right now. I got Ted from the Waffle Stompers.
What up, what up?
And we got the Mike Carbone, not only from Carbone Booking, but also the band Don't Lose Your Dinosaur as well.
Hello.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Obviously, you guys have been listening to my podcast before. You've heard both their voices before. And actually, before we get started, I want to let you know I interviewed the Waffle Stompers about 2 years ago in front of the Court Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
A very cold night,
Yes.
if I recall. Emil squeezed into the van.
Yes, it was a snowy March, and we did an interview there. And so it's been 2 years now. So how have things been going since then?
Awesome. It was, most importantly, we created our album Therapy songs, our first full length. It took a lot out of us. Obviously, it took us a long time to do it because we're not a new band.
Yeah.
But we've been living off EPs, and it was really cool to spend some time. We spent like over a year in little bits and pieces going up to the studio and just like kind of letting it happen organically. So that's been kind of the crowning achievement for us.
Yeah. So and also let's get the Mike over here. Mike, you you've had this band here play before, the Waffle Stompers. What made you decide to have them come back?
They are the legends of this area. I mean, they've been around forever. They're the only band that stuck together.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in probably 6 bands since I met the Waffle Stompers. And I played 4 shows with the Waffle Stompers on drums, which was awesome. All 4 different states. More than I've done with any of my other bands.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But now you got this new band, Don't Lose Your Dinosaur.
Yeah,
and I was told the name actually is from a movie.
Step Brothers.
In case guys don't know, it's from Step Brothers. It's a really random quote.
Deep.
Yes.
It's just don't lose who you are.
Yes.
Your inner dinosaur.
Very, very deep. So what was the delay? Let me ask you, Ted. What was the delay from putting out full-length albums from, I guess, the time we talked until now?
Getting the music that felt right. Writing got really hard for us for a few years. Especially when we were playing a lot, we really focused on that aspect of it, and we kind of lost touch with the art and like writing songs. So it took us a while to like get them all together, and then I think that's kind of just what pushed it back. But then when it happened, it felt right. So,
do you feel like your band is about 6 members, I believe?
Yes.
Do you feel it's difficult to get everyone together to to record or practice, stuff like that?
Absolutely.
That was the issues, maybe?
I mean, we get used to working in pieces, so whoever's there, you work on whatever you can. But when you have like all 6 of us together, which, as you pointed out, is pretty hard to do. Well, as we all have our own lives or whatever, it's really magical because it feels complete when we're all together. Okay.
And so guys out there, if you haven't heard this band yet, they aren't like your average ska band, and they are considered to be like a post-ska band, which we talked about last time we interviewed you guys, and they blend different styles into their ska sound. So let's go to a clip of their tonight's performance. So what actually can you tell us about the performance that we're going to watch right now?
Tonight we're gonna, it's definitely a therapy songs kind of performance. We call it our Mark, Tom, and Travis show set, where we're basically playing Enema of the State, but we throw in the hits throughout.
All right, so let's go to the clip right now. We'll be right back.
Raising money for this wonderful stage that we will be on one day after this show, right, Mike? You promised me that. But until then, let's rock the balls out of this place, no stage or not.
All right, so now we're back. So what does the title actually therapy songs mean? Like, should people like stop going to see their psychiatrist and instead like just pick up your album?
I feel legally obligated to not answer that directly. This would be the title track of the album, "Therapy Songs," was written by Adam. He and I do a lot of the writing for the band, so he's probably got a more eloquent answer than I do. But that song in particular, not only was it the first time in a while that Adam has been able to kind of like get his idea written out musically on paper for the band, which he talked about a lot. Like that was the one that released him. The lyrics not only resonated with like what he's been going through, but we all like kind of felt it, and like we could see it through him, and we felt it on our own selves. So that song just meant a lot to us. And then the therapy songs just like had a nice ring for like these collections of songs is kind of what they are.
Okay. Deep, man. Deep. Love it. Now, you guys, actually let you know right now, this album really, I listen to it. So I like to prepare for my interviews and not just come in like, oh, you guys are great, and not know. Like, I listened to this album, and you guys really pushed, like, the creativity of the band sound on this one. So you got a beautiful mixture of, like, ska punk, like the track, like, The Grass Isn't Always Greener. Mm-hmm. You got, like, the 50s doo-wop, like, kind of like stuff you got on, like, the upside of Homicide.
Yep.
And got that soulful pop like the song Two Ears and a Tail, which, by the way, you guys kill it with the harmonies on that song. Kill it.
Thank you.
Like the a cappella harmonies, I should
Yeah.
say. So how much planning went into like making the album that diverse? Is it like it just came to you, or was it like you just practiced?
Yeah, that was. I think we were afraid that would hold us back until that like none of the songs felt we didn't write another just punk album. We were worried about that at first until we looked at all the songs. We're like, oh my gosh, they're all a little bit different. But even though we're going to execute them kind of the same, they came from a very different portion of our lives.
Yeah.
So like making them different was the easy part because we just like didn't worry about trying to write the same thing. That like it felt easier to make them unique, not intentionally, just organically.
Yeah. And one of the songs actually on there, you actually put out. Was it 2 years ago? Circus, 2 years
yeah.
ago? And actually, instead of being like the lazy way, you guys re-recorded it, I can hear.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to, because, that one we did ourselves, and we loved the song when we did it, and we wanted to have something out, because we did a big summer tour with No Such Noise that year. We wanted to have new material, but we had the opportunity. We were working with Cody Okonski, who's a good friend of ours, and he gave us the time and wanted to do the song, and we knew he was going to do it better than we could have done ourselves. Just getting that second year, and like he had a lot of really good training and a lot of the right tools and gear and all that. So we're like, let's do it again. Let's do it right.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. It's cool.
Yep.
So also, I want to mention, like, if anyone out there has ever wondered what you get if you combine Say Anything with Streetlight Manifesto, like, this record is for you. Especially, like, the song Never Make It to 30. Mm-hmm. That reminds me of, like, if they meshed those two bands together. Vocally, your singer sounds a lot like Max from Say Anything. And you guys got the... like the jazzy horn section of Street Manifesto. That's super cool. And actually thinking to myself, like, it'd be great to get those two together. Like, you got the singer from that one band is like bipolar. You got the perfectionist of the other band. But it would never happen because you guys figured it out. Yeah. You guys said, it's never going to happen. Let's do it ourselves. Yeah. And it came out really great.
Yeah, Say Anything was a big influence for a bunch of those songs. So
yeah, I hear Less Than Jake on some songs. I hear, like, maybe like the boy bands of yesteryear on the song I mentioned earlier. So it's like you're just putting all this different stuff together, and it flows really well. And I honestly think that this is going to be probably – I can't stop listening to this album. Like, this is really, like, the most, like, creative, like, ska album I've heard in a long time.
Well, thanks a lot.
So I definitely would recommend everyone pick that up. So let's go to another clip of your performance tonight. This is you guys doing the cover of Rihanna's Bitch Better Have My Money, I believe. Let's go to it right now.
I hope it is.
I want to tell you that you were there when you whispered you would be there. I want to scream out, yes, I swear.
All right, I guess I was wrong. It wasn't that song, but hey, it was still good nonetheless. So what is this show all about tonight? You actually, Mike, who was here, is gone. So you're going to tell us tonight about what this show is, if you know.
Yeah, tonight is the first night of Stagefest, which is a long time coming for DeCicco's here in Raritan. Mike Carbone has done an incredible job turning this into like a spot that people go to a lot, like like our, or at least our clique. And it's really fun to play here, and we're building a stage, or he's building a stage, and tonight is the night that we're going to start to put some cash towards that stage. And convenient timing, we're talking about what this is all about.
What is this all about, Mike? Mike just came back.
Well, this started off as just a bar with shows, and now it's still a bar with shows, but we want to make it a venue with shows.
Right.
So we feel like a stage will turn it into a venue. Next step will be, just upgrade everything, new PA, new lights, and let's turn this into a real venue.
All right, so when it comes to stages, what kind of stage are you guys shopping around for?
It's
like a little stage?
It's going to be like a foot off the ground, just something to differentiate the band from the crowd,
Okay, so it won't be barricades and like area for bouncers to catch crowd surfers.
The problem is we can't afford bouncers.
Okay.
So we got to keep it small.
Yeah, I hear you.
One day,
One day it'll be like, the size of like, PNC Bank.
That's
in here.
it, yeah. the second Raritan Center.
Yeah. So I was going to ask, when I was talking to him about, you have bands playing tonight. Who's actually on tonight's lineup?
Well, we got Jim Morgan opened up the show, good friend of ours. We've known him for years. P.A. Angelo's up now, same thing. 918, they actually played my basement when I was in 8th grade, so I've known them for a very long time. My band, Don't Lose Your Dinosaur. One of my personal favorites, Map of Rome. And then the legendary Waffle Stompers. And that's day one.
That's day one, yeah.
Yep.
Tomorrow, obviously, when you guys are hearing this recording, it'll be already past, but tomorrow night they'll have equal amount of different bands playing, raising more money, so that way, the stage will be to its perfection, and it's a really good cause. So since you're here with your band, Don't Lose Your Dinosaur, let's go to a clip of your performance. So what can you tell us about the song you're going to play right now?
The songs that we're going to...
we're going to a clip of your song. What can you tell us about the song, your performance?
What song is it? I don't even know.
Just tell us if it's good or not. Is it good? Is it a good song?
Yeah, they're all great songs.
All right, it's a great song we're going to go to right now. Wow. So apparently Mike oversold that. It was not that great.
It's all right.
But
my band's okay.
It's you guys are in an infantile phase, And would you say you guys? I say this all the time. I actually talked to Dan before. You guys have a kind of a Alkaline Trio punky sound to you. Is that good or bad?
We try to stay melodic. This is the first band I've ever been in with a real singer.
Yeah, he's good, man. I'll give you
he's
that.
really good.
Yeah.
And every band I've ever been in was just... We got by with the vocals. This is the first time we have someone that could sing, so we're using them to our advantage.
Yeah. All right, so let's actually ask you any particular kind of stage you told me. So let's ask both of you guys. First, you, Ted, what is new for what's next for Waffle Stompers for the rest of 2017 into the next year?
Yeah, we're looking at doing some video work with our album. Obviously, we put a lot into it. So we just released a lyric video for the Therapy Songs title track.
Yeah.
Online, and that's we're hoping it's the first of a video for pretty much all of them. We've got lots of ideas flying around, a little bit of maybe some animation, maybe some remixes, just trying to like do something creative with every song on the album.
You got to send those songs into radio stations, man, because that album, Therapy Songs, is going to blow up. I'm saying it right now. This is the album that's going to put Waffle Stompers over the edge of like fame and fortune. So
that's great.
Like some of the songs I mentioned earlier, you definitely could put an actual like professional Hype Williams directed video to it, and it would really come out real. So how about you, Mike?
Calls.
What about the Don't Lose Your Dinosaur?
I want to talk about Waffle real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
I heard that album, and I think it's fucking awesome that it's not just ska.
We're not paid to say this either, man. We're
No.
serious. We are
The
serious.
when I heard it, I was like, these guys are trying to get somewhere because they covered all bases.
Right.
Every single genre was touched on that album.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a fantastic job as always.
It-
And Derek Monroe is in the band now. And he's one of my favorite people in the world.
Yeah.
Forget about music, just in the world in general.
So what's new for your band? What's going on for the rest of? Are you guys gonna record an album?
We recorded a while ago. We weren't very happy with it. We're going to try again October 8th or 9th. We're going into the studio. I don't know what it's called, but they recorded some fucking... you're going to have to ask... Can I say fuck?
You just did. I think you can.
You're gonna
Let's
have-
try.
No, there was a song.
It worked.
It's
You
not...
said
I
it.
thought it was closing time this whole time, but they recorded some huge song. It's not closing time. It's one
No
of those 90s
Semisonic
one-
cover.
It was one of those giant I don't know.
Okay.
Enough about that. We're
All right.
recording. It's
Cool.
an okay band. It gets us by.
All right. So I think I had a closing question. So when the stage is finally set for all up and everything like that, what is your dream band to play at this venue?
Oh shit. Well, not this venue. I don't know. My dream since I was like 13, I always wanted to book the Casualties. And I sent them like 5 emails when I was 13 about booking them at Hamilton Street. They never responded to any one of them.
Well, now they got a new singer possibly, so it might work out, you know.
Well, I don't know.
All right, so how can people get in touch with Don't Lose Your Dinosaur? Which let's plug some shit, man.
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
This is the first band I don't do much in. Just play drums. Dan takes care of all that social media shit. We're on
All right.
Facebook. We're on every social
So
media.
the website
Like
is
every other band in the world.
The website is let me tell you, it says http // obviously we know how to act like it's my first time using a computer.
I heard we actually do have a regular website too.
So it's facebook.com. Look up Don't Lose Your Dinosaur.
Yeah, I think there's probably like an NJ in there or
Or-
maybe music. I don't. There's so many fucking links out there now. You have to make like 30 characters just to
More
say
links than
yourself-
Zelda, you know?
Yeah. Well. Oh damn.
Was that bad?
Mic drop.
Okay. All right. So also you can also go to Carbone Booking on Facebook if you guys want to have him book your bar mitzvah or anything like that.
Yes, if you want to play DeCicco's with our stage.
DeCicco's, yes.
Was it carbonebooking@gmail.com?
All right. And how about you, Waffle Stompers? If you want to get in touch with the Waffle Stompers, Ted, what do you do?
The best way is fax 609
Carrier pigeon.
I would not be surprised if they had a fax.
I mean all the usual suspects. I mean Facebook has a nice messenger, so it's easy to find us there, or the Waffle Stompers at Gmail. So
Awesome. Yeah. So if you guys want to check out some more of our interviews, you can go to our webpage, which is njhabitradio.net, or you can go to our YouTube channel and type in Hybrid Radio, and all of our interviews and podcasts and also album reviews and soon coming TV show reviews will be up there. You can check those out. And until next time, this has been Jarrell saying keep the music scene alive and go to a show, especially at DeCicco's. Bye-bye.